This is Miss Polly. It is lovely to see you guys. It has been like a week, I'm not gonna lie, like maybe a week, maybe two, since I have posted a video. Appreciate you guys waiting for me. You guys know what's up. So school is coming next week. We also have had like football stuff, which I was like, oh my god. So definitely it's been busy. And especially this week, it's like the most busiest week ever. And I did have time to do a video. I do go to work later on today and have to take my son to practice. I tell you, we're just going to hold on tight and be strong. But it definitely is a lot happening this week. And I want to be able to be constructive and get everything done within that time. So there's a couple of things I wanted to do, but I'm going to kind of chop up everything. But here we go. So I want you guys to know, since school is starting, I also wanted to get back on my food prep. Now, we already showed you some of the healthy foods in the last few videos that I was starting to prep. I just have to show you, like, you know, the whole food shopping I did. They got some water, different healthy snacks, all those things. Of course, when the kids are here, like, those things are gone like so fast. So I'm still sticking to going shopping every Sunday. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Shopping every Sunday, then going on and transitioning to, if I can't do it Sunday, doing the order online to come to the house. I still go out sometimes because Whole Foods for me, a lot of times I like to go into the store. It's just nicer. But knowing that they can come within 2 hours, remember that. It's great to have that also as an option. Now I will show you some things I got. This video is going to be mainly just showing you a little bit of things I purchased, talking about some things I've done for school, getting ready and all that. Just to kind of share some stuff with you guys about, shopping and getting ready for school. So I will tell you this. My son this year has gone into a size 13 men's. Okay, he's 15, gonna be 16 in October. He's definitely at size 13. So finding shoes for him in the store is a little bit difficult. Now, I will tell you this. If you go into a Ross, usually Ross will have up to size 16. But the thing is, since, they're bigger feet, a lot of times it's scarce. Like, you go in there, and you have to go there, like, on the day that they bring in all the shoes. Because for some reason, you go in there, it's scarce, but you could probably find one or two. But they'll take all the good ones, okay? So, yes, they're like $20 for him to get cleats. I got cleats for him, still name brand, but they're $20, $19.99. Those are nice. So I got him a pair of cleats. He has those. He had 2 pair. Got those for him. He likes colorful things. Some of them were bright, so he liked those. So that's what I got at Ross. Ross is a good option. Now, I will tell you, for me personally, Ross has kind of, like they say, like different brands and stuff there you do. And yeah, they may have Nike, maybe cheaper than going to the Nike store or whatever. But for me, I still think that a lot of times these places get stuff from the companies that maybe like they weren't in the best condition or whatever. They may have some issues with them. They're not up to the checkoff to be sold in the store, so they send it to these places like Marshall and stuff. So it is from them, but let's say like they didn't like the stitching or whatever. Well, they'll just send it over to Ross and stuff, and they're still getting a portion of that money, and you're still getting Nike, but it's not like to maybe the highest standard quality that Nike has or whatever. So that happens sometimes. Also, another place I like to go to get cute outfits is like Target. Target's a big one. Walmart is, I'm gonna let y'all know, Walmart, they've been upping their fashion game, okay? I don't know who they decided to get to design their clothes or who they're getting their stuff from, but definitely Walmart has come up on the design game way up here, okay? This is the difference, I will say. At this point in time, Target has like a fashion look, like a style or a season. And so when you go in there, if you're not like maybe a fan of a particular kind of outfit or season, you don't really like that season of clothing, if you go in there and you don't like it, it's just, that's all they're gonna have. So it's like, okay, well, I don't really like that look. You really can't do anything. You're just stuck with that. If you go into Walmart, I think there's a little bit more variety of kind of styles that you can choose from. And you don't have to stick to something that's just always in fashion. There may be some other things there that you can kind of mix it up with. Also, you can, go through and grab mostly your school supplies and everything in there also, depending on if you're but the super Target or not. Now, and then the price. Walmart obviously is going to have better prices. Now, I will tell you, when you get some of those designer shirts, those little like design shirts, not designer, design shirts. When you go to Walmart, you have to take a little bit more care or handling because those things wash off in the dryer. I mean, wash off in the washing and the dryer really kills any of those little stencils and things like that, and the glitter and all that. So you gotta be careful. You have to wash those. Maybe some hang dry. It's gonna be, if you want to keep it, you're gonna have to do a little bit more. Everyone knows that. So if you're just trying to get a couple outfits for the kids to have for the first week so they can look nice, there you go. I'm gonna tell you, one of my concerns, like this is like an all overview here for school, but the COVID vaccination here where I'm at, and I'm in a smaller city, I would say is sometimes they're asking for a seventh graders. I guess they're asking for a vaccination proof. They didn't say any other grades, so I actually don't know what that means. But whatever. So, I'm gonna have 4 kids in 4 different schools this year. So definitely, they're giving the option for the COVID vaccination. If you want to do that, I understand. For me, I'm not gonna choose it. I'll be honest. I don't. If the FDA is not standing by the vaccination. And that's basically who's telling me they have a high standard of, what medications are. Not saying they're always right, but, if they're not really covering it, and the reason is because they don't have enough information, I'm a little sketchy, okay? Now, like for weed, and maybe like things like, let me see. I know hemp, and kratom. Kratom's another one. Kratom, they don't really approve that one is because there's not a way to kind of see which part ingredients in each one, they're not modified. I mean, they're not looked. How can I say? Why am I saying that so weird? So anyway, there's not there's not enough preciseness in each ingredient that goes into those pills and kratom. So for them, they don't want to put FDA stamp because there's nobody who's just one brand just putting out kratom and they're making sure the standards are being hit like this, and this. It's just different kind of people who are processing it. And so you may not get the same product or the same, it's not all the same. Standard means like kind of like there's a standard, there's like some of the line that they're hitting. I'm sorry, I'm really lost for words, but basically there's a standard, there's a line. Okay, there's certain things that come in and have to be done on the procedure to make this product. And they don't have a line that says this is what you have to meet to make a good product when it comes to something like kratom. Now, when it comes to this vaccination, same thing. They don't have enough information to make any judgment other than the fact that it's out there. I just don't feel good about it. Now, I'm not saying that it's not good for anyone else. I'm just saying now, in the same sentence, since I'm deciding not to get vaccinated, not have my kids vaccinated, we're going to be wearing masks. We're going to be, doing all those extra clean precautions, having disinfectants, making sure, we're staying a lot more clean than everyone else because of the fact that we're not. Now, I will say that I don't believe if you've taken the vaccination, you're worried about me spreading it to you, because if you're covered, you shouldn't be worried about me not having vaccination because you shouldn't get it. Okay, but whatever. We all know the in-betweens. We're not going to get into COVID, debate. But that's just what we're doing. So I am going to also purchase some masks. I'm going to have the ones from the hospital. I'm going to also purchase maybe some cloth ones so I can wash them for my kids and things like that. So that's an option. Let me go ahead and scoop some of them up. And the way it's looking right now, a lot of people are getting sick. The first week of school, I think, in Florida, where I used to live, it's like 360 plus admissions to the hospital for COVID. That's not gonna work. Okay, so that's first week of school. And I'm just be honest, kids are gross. Adults are gross, but the kids are really gross. Kids are really gross. And there's nothing you can do because they're in school and they're gross. They're licking pencils and sharing them. I mean, I'm just or licking their hand, they're touching pencils. Listen, the children are nasty. And if you don't know that as a parent, you're in denial. I need you to stop. You know they're gross. Okay? But it's okay because they are gross, right? So that is one thing. So definitely want to get some masks, look online. Another great place I will say to shop is Amazon. And I know Amazon, you can go return it at Kohl's, and then kind of get that easy. Hey, listen, Amazon's doing some stuff. They will easily refund your money. You're not going to be waiting weeks and weeks to get your money back. You can take it in, it's returned. As long as they scan it in, you're good. And you can go on with your shopping experience. There you go. I bought some shoes and for my son, and then I also got, because they had the size 13 there. Like I said, and then so also, like, if you want to buy dress shirts, here's a dress shirt I bought. I did buy this for one of my partners, whatever, but I got him a shirt. But I can easily return that if I need to. We got some dress shoes, things like that. So for me, this is an easier way to shop. Like I said, I'm a parent of more than, of 5 kids. This needs to being able to have access to take things and things be easier, so I'm not always all running around. That's going to work for me. So that's what we do. Okay, so other than that, I will recommend Amazon for getting things taken back and things like that. I definitely want to go to Target and Walmart. Trying to think where else. Now listen to me, because I'm a mom with so many children. Trade-in stores, like Big Wheels and Butterflies is one that's here where I'm at. There are some trade-in stores, and you go. Now I do know people are like, oh, it's COVID, and you get scared. Okay, that wash your clothes. I mean, you should be able to wash the clothes. You purchase them, you take off the tag when you get home. You wash the clothes, and they usually ask you to wash them before they come in. So I'm sure they have their own process and make sure that's a little bit cleaner. But you go in there, sometimes they have like nice name brand things that people never wore. I'm gonna tell you what to do. A lot of the tricky things we want to tell you guys. Okay, from a parent who's doing it. If you want to have your children have some nicer things, go to a place with people in your area around you that have more money, and you go to those areas, because when they give away things or when they trade in things, it's higher quality. A lot of times they don't wear their shirts that they had. They bought 52 Nike shirts. Their kid only wore 3 and he grew out of it. Well, there you go. That's brand new with tags on it. There you go. And you got it for $8.50, $12, and it's usually $20. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sometimes going to a richer area that you're near, sometimes it's beneficial when it comes to clothing, if that's what you want to do. Especially with shoes. There's a trade-in store that I go to. I drive about 30 minutes out to it. They have shoes there that people don't wear that much. And I'm sorry if I feel like I'm battling with the lady on the TV here. I'm ADHD is kind of have something else going on, helps me. But having her have go up there and get some shoes. I used to do that, and go up there and get some shoes for my son. And I mean, I've gotten him 4 pairs of LeBrons, and I never paid more than $35. And they were looking clean, they was nice, crisp. You could tell nobody was wearing them like that. And he got a whole bunch of those, like Jordans and things like that. And they're up there because people wear those brands, those nice brands that you really see. That purses up there, Prada, all that up there. And it's a trade-in store. It's called Plato's. I know there's Plato's all over the place, but this particular Plato's, the area it's in, people who trade in the things there have more in money. I'm being honest. So when they trade in things, it's gonna be higher quality. A lot of times they don't use it that much, and they just trade it out. Because if you think about it, a lot of people have money. They do seasonal things. They go by the fashion season, right? So they're going to get rid of the last season. Well, if you don't care or don't know what that even means, go get it. Go get it. Why not? It doesn't matter. I'm not big on name brands, but if it looks nice, it looks nice. That's my thing. So go over there, get your stuff. Come on back home, you have some nice pieces, and you didn't pay all that much. And that's also for jewelry. If you're into costume jewelry, there's jewelry that's not really expensive, same thing. I like to buy sometimes costume necklaces that are big and beautiful, but I don't want to pay to make it real. You know, I don't want to pay so much because I just want a big necklace piece. So I go to the trade-in store. I actually have one here standing next to me. So this one, I got this at a trade-in store. It's like a little chain, if you can see that. I know it's kind of hard to see it there. But it's got diamonds on one side, whatever. And not like, they're like little, I don't know, crystals. And this necklace right here. This is really pretty for me. I like to wear it. I'm going to tell you, I got this. This thing was $2. $2. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you went to Target, you're gonna pay like $12. I got this for $2. Okay, and it's nice, and I can tell it probably was from somewhere like Target. Someone else paid $10, $12. I didn't, and I do that. So sometimes I buy jewelry like that. I'll buy it there. There's also a lovely lady that's online on Facebook. Check out your Facebook Market. Some people will have some things that they make, and they will send it out to you. Facebook Market is a good place. Like I said, be wary of some things, but if you can find someone who's really into selling and all that, they get you something. Be aware that some people who are business people who are on the marketplace, though, on Facebook, sometimes it can be iffy because sometimes they don't send you the product, they don't communicate well. These are people who are trying to do small businesses but don't actually have the background or education in business, and so for them to run a business is hard, and it could get really stressful and and turn into something that's just a big flop. So be aware of those things. Look at their reviews. Also, maybe if you're going to purchase something more than once, purchase something the first time that's smaller and see how that process goes. So then okay, I can continue to purchase. I'll tell you, a big place I used to shop from before all COVID was AliExpress. I was nervous because I'm using my credit card, so I used to buy like little things, like little makeup and things. But their stuff, on point, my friends. On point. Okay, you can buy a whole bunch of delightful makeup that lasts a long time, and you're not paying that big bill of makeup cost. But since COVID, what I did do is I paused on it because it was taking really long times to get my products, because obviously things being shipped in, it just was taking a long time. I may go back to that. It just depends, because I can't wait 6 weeks if I just want a lipstick. But if you can wait and you just want to buy some eyeshadow palettes and some lip gloss and things like that, definitely go ahead and do that. That's gonna be what you want to do. So we got that. So moving along. So another purchase item, or something I purchased, would be, now I bought this. Now this is going to be, pre-warning now, this is for ladies here. I got Feminine Health PhD Boric Acid. Now, my aunt did recommend this to me. So a lot of women, after a period, let's just say that after a menstrual period, intercourse, exercise, vaginal imbalance due to menopause, these are things you may want to use this for. It doesn't mean, see, a lot of people are like, oh, well, if I do, I might smell bad or whatever. After your period, sometimes it's nice to just have a cleansing. And I know your body naturally cleanses itself. But let's say you have a date or something in 2 days, and you want to just make sure everything's gone, whatever. Blood's all gone, whatever. So you could use this. You can use it every 12 hours if you need to. And before bedtime, you want to lay down, maybe put on a liner or something. And this is just going to help. It's just this one. I think it works. I've used it a couple times. I'm not consistently using this. Like I said, after a period or something like that. Like I said, I have more than one partner. So for me, I like to make sure that, all that down there, keeping up to par. I also use Hibiscus Soap, is the soap you use before you have surgery. That's a soap I use on my whole body. And you just put it next to my sink and you wash your hands or whatever. I think it's good to have every once in a while. I'm not saying do it all the time, but to have that there to cleanse off yourself is not bad. You know what I'm saying? You use that 3-4 times a week. I don't think that's wrong to get a full cleansing, a full exfoliation. I also have a scrub. Mine is a mango scrub. It's a mango scrub. You just, exfoliate all those areas. Less women, on the back of your arm right here, and you sometimes feel like it's maybe bumpy, and it's not like, it's like hairs or whatever. You feel like it's hair not breaking through the skin. Go ahead and use that in a circular motion. And that will really smooth out. Same thing with your butt. Some girls are like, I don't have a smooth butt. you start using that, in a circular motion on your behind. Use that in the shower. Exfoliates back your thighs. Same thing. Get it all together. Okay? So same thing like if it's your face. You want to exfoliate. My nose gets real caked up with all wearing this makeup and things like that. So exfoliation for your body also. A good sugar rub will help that. Okay, so another thing I purchased. Now I will tell you this. I went to Sally's. They had this. Now I never heard this before. I think it's cold or something like that. So sometimes I'm gonna tell you guys another little trick. See that? It was if you can see it, I don't know if you see it. It's $1.50. This is $1.50. So it's called almond and caramel. Okay, that's the kind of it is. So I put that on today. I did use some of that today. So I'm not a full coverage kind of lady. I do have a lot of freckles and things like that. So I'm not a full coverage lady. So sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I usually don't. I like to do powder or whatever. But a trick. Why this is 150? A trick. If you go to a town, close by you or not, okay? Because I know a lot of people who are ethnic brown skinned ladies who would love to go get some makeup, and it's expensive. So what you do sometimes is you go to it doesn't have to be this brand names. You go to kind of a city, a little city around your area that has a lot more Caucasian women in it. The main stores are still going to carry these darker colors. See, but this is what happens when they trade out their seasonal, when they go on sale. All you're going to see is large amounts of these. They're going to be discounted a lot lower because there's no one who's buying them. It happens and I live in a place with more Caucasian people, I would say, or a lot of Caucasian people black people who don't want to go to like a Walmart. My Walmart where I'm at does the same thing. They clearance. It's not all the Walmarts I buy. It's particular ones. I'll drive to go to these places, little stores, and like sometimes grocery stores are a big one. People a lot of women don't buy makeup in the grocery store. But like if you go to a little grocery store, Kroger's or whatever, you go in there, right? And you look if they have their makeup discounted. And I'm telling you, all the browns, they're going to be discounted so low. And they still have them because, it's a store. They're going to have darker colors there. You go there, you're going to find browns that are going to be hella low. Like 150. I saw the same one and it was like $7.50. But it was for someone who was pale. Pale. Like they were not saying they're white. I'm saying they were pale. The pale color, it was very, very light. And theirs was $7.50. And that was their discount. So they're going to discount these way lower. Start using that trick. Go to places or little cities outside your area that there's more population of someone's Caucasian people. And same thing, you can do that other way around because they're going to have the lighter colors. They can go back, wherever you go for makeup. That's a really good trick. Just telling you. Because they're going to discount it. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great. So, next item that I purchased. So, I just bought this at the store. It's called Neuro Peak Memory, Focus, and Clarity. Okay, this is nutrition infused water enhancer. Okay, now I'm not sponsored by any of these guys. I just want you to know. So, this right here, they have different flavors and things like that. I wanted to try this one. Because I have ADHD, if we haven't talked about that. And so sometimes I don't want to take the meds, or I can't take the medicine because I have blood pressure. So what I do is I try to find other things, like something called ginkgo. It's a vitamin. Same thing, helps you with memory and all that. And that's supposed to help temporarily. But after a while, it's not enough. It's like kind of like not having any medicine and you try a little bit of something and it kind of gives you a little, ooh, okay. That's what this will do. So I've been taking this for about a couple days. And I noticed that, okay, I think I'm like more focused a little bit, not as much as the medication or whatever, but it's really helpful. So that's something you guys want to try. I'm back on doing crystal light. Like I said, I'm trying to get back in a healthy routine. These next week or two is still kind of hectic because of this football and transitioning to school. Next week should be on a more steady schedule and things like that. So I'm really definitely thinking about going to work out really early in the morning. Haven't figured that all out yet, but at least I still have stuff at home that I use. Like I said, Amazon has some really great at-home workout things you can purchase, and then go from there. And you can use your YouTube to do a workout session on there. So ladies, don't be discouraged. Keep working towards, any of those goals you have, because it is very possible there could be another shutdown. And if there is another shutdown, sitting in the bed all day and all that, it takes a toll on our bodies because we're not being active. So, being able to do walks or something, or at home, do some activities and things like that, out on your porch, it's gonna be very helpful to you, beneficiary. Okay, so I think those are the only products I wanted to show you. I guess I'll show you one more. So I was having issues with my flash drive I lost. I got a new one here. Okay, I don't know what you said. This flash drive, it is for the iPhone and Android and your computer. It's a SUB. This flash drive is pretty awesome. I've used it a couple of times. So I lost my other one. I don't know where it went, but it helps me use like for me to get some of my items from one phone to the next phone to my computer, vice versa. I think this is a good idea because I've been having some issues with using some of the Google, use my Google to put things back on my phone from the Google. I can't really upload it back on my phone to put out videos. So I've been having a difficulty doing that. I thought this would help. If it doesn't help, I'm going to put the video out I have anyway. The interview I have with my friend Jay, I really could care less. I'm going to figure it out. I'm just going to put it up there. I don't care if it looks like crap at this point. It just needs to get done. So it's what it is. So we're going to do that. So that was just like our video today was just about some few products, how the school week is going. I just wanted to share some of those little tips with you that I have, and then we're going to go forth this week and be great. We are going to get back into my poly conversations, and we're going to go from there, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.